Hi Virgos, today we are doing a reading for you. It can resonate for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's get started. All right, so we begin this reading with this card, Listening for Truth. I kind of love this card when it comes out. It backs it up because we aren't here yet, but the next card from this deck is Receiving. So it feels like this is a time of uncovering what is the truth, what is not the truth. And based on the cards that I'm seeing on the table, it's a situation that you're dealing with between yourself and possibly someone else. So when listening for the truth comes up, it can talk about having such a deep need for something to come to light. And sometimes we are the agitators of that situation because we sense that something is being hidden, or we sense that something is being kept from us, or we sense that something is not as it really is. And maybe that's the way you're feeling in a particular situation with someone else. So we have the King of Cups with the Justice card. And I feel like this is you, but it may not be you, because we also have the Knight of Wands with the High Priestess. So you could be the Knight of Wands, you could be the King of Cups. Take it however it fits in your personal story. So I feel like the King of Cups here, this person wants to talk about feelings, wants to talk about how they feel, and probably this person is the one seeking the truth in a situation. What is the actual truth and what is not the truth? Maybe this a situation that, for example, do you know when something gets so bogged down by like lies, deceit, gossip, things like that, that you're like, the story's now evolved so much from where it was in the past that you don't even know what's true anymore and what's not. So maybe this person is looking for an opportunity to open a window to discuss, hey, what is the fact, or what is true, what is not. Maybe this person has kept their feelings hidden. If this is you, kept their feelings hidden for a really long time. But the thing with that is, whenever we keep our feelings hidden for a long time and we push them down and down and down, as the King of Cups often does, they feel a lot, but they don't let it show on the surface. You can't evade those feelings. They're going to come right, they're just going to be laying low until you have to kind of face them again. So if this is you, maybe that's what you're going through, and now seeking a moment to probably even right a situation that you feel like has been wrong, whether you are the person who has been wronged or you feel like you have wronged somebody else. Now, the next person you are facing is the Knight of Wands, and this is, people say this is in and out energy, but I personally feel like this person operates off of inspiration, and they follow their enthusiasm, they follow their inspiration and what lights them up. So if you have somebody like that in your life, this could be them. Usually people say this is Sagittarius energy or Aries energy. It doesn't have to be though. I just think this is somebody who is following their bliss in life, which is a very different energy from the King of Cups. So maybe there is some misunderstanding between these two people. All right, but this person is keeping something very hidden, private, and I almost feel like they can't truly be seen because they have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is the manipulator of realms. They're the holder of secrets. So maybe this person is the one who is keeping something hidden or keeping something to themselves. This person knows a lot more than they actually say. Okay, so now I'm getting why the truth would be necessary in this situation. Between them, we have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So it's almost like some kind of conversation is happening, or there is a need for some kind of conversation to happen between the two of them, clearing the air, finding out what is the actual fact versus what is fiction between them. But somebody has to start this conversation. So I don't know if this person is starting this conversation, meaning you are or they are, but it feels like you're having some kind of conversation dispelling what is myth and what is truth between you and somebody else at some point. I'm filming this at the end of May. Today is May 25th. So you could have already gone through this energy, or this is something that you're coming up on in June. All right, so when I ask for advice from your angels, spirit guides, I got, don't stop. So if you're pursuing the truth, or if you feel a need to pursue the truth, you're being supported here, whether it's because you need it or the other person needs it. And we also have take action. So Virgos, I feel like you're the person here. You're definitely the person here who is taking action. I feel like it's you. If it's not you, it may be someone else around you. And something else just occurred to me, that these are three people. There's a King of Cups, there's a Knight of Wands, and there's also this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords could be any one of these people already named, or it could be a third person. So maybe there's a situation that you're observing, and kind of the Queen of Swords is the one that objectively sees through all situations. He or she can objectively and logically see like what one person should take accountability for, what the next person should. It's like they can survey a situation and pick out the facts from that situation. It's not about feelings for them. It's about factual surveillance of the entire landscape. Why am I being drowned out? All right, so maybe you could even be the Queen of Swords in this situation, where you're like kind of mediating between two people, or observing what truly happened and who to hold accountable in a situation. So take it as it fits in that scenario. Now, moving on to receiving, we have the receiving card right after listening for the truth. It feels too in sync to me. I feel like this message is kind of related to what we discussed before. It's like something is coming out. Something is coming out into the open. Something is coming out into your awareness. It feels bound to come out. And it could be in regards to a relationship ending, a relationship that maybe you participated in or someone around you participated in. Because we have the Two of Cups and we have the Hierophant. The Two of Cups talks about union between two people. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be a friendship as well, because there are many different types of relationships. I always have to say that, because every time I say relationships, people think it's like romantic. But it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a family situation. It's just two people coming together. Two people uniting as one. And also having a lot of like love between them. But the Hierophant makes me feel like it's tied towards beliefs and commitment. So this feels like two people who were or are committed to each other. And then we have the World and the Moon beside that. So it feels like an ending happened, or an ending is happening, but there are some unknowns in the situation. Because the Moon talks about unknowns. Like, it's almost like this ending isn't really fully transparent. Maybe why the ending happened, or what caused it, or it feels like there's some fuzziness around why something is closing, why something is ending. And maybe that's a truth that you are hoping to receive from someone else. We also have the Fool and the Ten of Wands. It's really hard to put something to rest and start and begin anew, because isn't it so hard to start something when you don't even feel like you are fully out of a cycle? Like, I was thinking yesterday how, and I was about to tweet this on Twitter, I don't know if I did, but I was about to, because I have this practice of just like tweeting thoughts and then just saving them to my drafts. Yeah, don't ask me why. I'm in a weird place with social media right now, but I was thinking how in my own personal story, in my own personal life, how I have felt like I am stepping into a new chapter in life right now, but also simultaneously grieving the past chapter and how it has held me and nurtured me and taught me so many things and kept me safe for such a long time. And even though I'm stepping into a new chapter that feels very promising and exciting and life-giving, I'm also holding space for grieving where I'm coming from. And that's a really strange place to be. And it reminds me of this reading: no matter what good things come in our lives after we close cycles and close chapters, if we don't kind of get that closure or give that closure to ourselves or find out the truth or just feel contented stepping out of that chapter, we can kind of hold on to it. And that's how I feel. Like there's something regarding some kind of ending that you're not really fully able to let go of, maybe because you don't know all of the facts in the situation. So it's really hard to take this leap of faith and begin anew and start over, whatever that may look like. If you're starting a new relationship, if you're being open to new friends, whatever that can look like for you. So we have the Death card right here, and then the Strength card, which is literally struggling with an ending, literally struggling with putting something to bed, literally struggling with something dying or something transforming. So yeah, we have the Hierophant here, so it could be dealing with a Taurus. That is a Taurus card. We also have Scorpio here. We have Cancer, Pisces. We have Aries. Okay, so jumping over to, oh, the advice for this column is message in a bottle. So you're either receiving a message or sending a message in an attempt to put closure and finality into something and probably be able to, probably in an effort to put it to bed, put it to rest. Even though I personally don't believe that we need to confront anybody else to give us closure, I feel like that's something that we can give to ourselves, but that's arguable because others may say that closure is something that they think is attainable with two people having some kind of final conversation. So yeah, it feels like you're having some kind of message, some kind of equal exchange with somebody in an attempt to close something out finally. And if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Now, when I asked for the advice from Spirit, the advice was look for a sign. Don't know why that keeps washing me out. We had look for a sign, and we also have if you believe. Now, to me, this says, it's so funny because I'm just being reminded of like the entire thing. Like, remember, you don't need somebody else to give you closure. Remember, you don't need somebody else to give you closure. And I just want to remind you that. Remember, you don't need someone else to give you closure. But Spirit is saying here, if you feel like this is what you want, you can look for a sign and do that if that's what you want. Let's pull something additional for this. Angels, what's your advice here for Virgos with receiving and this message in a bottle? Ask for 1, I got 3. We have no. And then we have communicate clearly. And then we have ask your angels. So yeah, I feel like Virgos, you don't really need somebody else to give you closure. But if you feel like that's what you need, then look for a sign. And if the opportunity opens up, then do that. Bear in mind, though, that this is going to be up to the willingness of the other party, if that's the case. And that's something you just have to be very aware of. But if you see an opportunity to do so, if you think that it's safe and wise for you to do so, then Spirit's saying communicate how you feel, communicate clearly, and see how the situation pans out for you. All right, so last card we have is the Restore and Replenish card. And I feel like this is kind of like the reading is being cut here because this is about something entirely different. So we have Restore and Replenish, which sometimes it means a period of rest for us. It means a period of nurturing ourselves and focusing on our internal life versus what we are giving or putting out to others. And maybe you've been in a period of like resting and replenishing yourself and nurturing yourself, and sometimes we're forced in those situations, especially for you Virgos, because I feel like you guys are so prone to being detail oriented and prone to being workers, perfectionists. And maybe you've been in a situation where you've kind of been forced to like rest, like the universe has had a thumb on you, like, sit down Virgos, it's your time to just like sit. I get the sense that I feel like some of you guys may not have liked that, but it's been necessary for you. And if you're still in that period where you're having to like sit down, rest, maybe you're not actively working as often as you used to, maybe you're not actively out there putting yourself out there as often as you used to, I feel like it's been necessary for you. Hold on, because I don't know why I'm being white, like washed out so much. I don't like it. All right, here we go. And I'm still being washed out. What is that? All right, here we go. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Wands. And I do feel like this is about you receiving some kind of quick communication about something in the material world, something that you'll have to invest work and time into. And maybe you haven't been focused on that so much in your life recently, but it feels like you're quickly getting back to something. This could be some kind of material offer, something in the 3D, like a job offer that has been really slow to come, or maybe a project that you've been working on that has been really, really slow to come together. But I feel like you're like, after a period of something being really slow, it feels like it's like picking up again. And you're able to move out of this Five of Pentacles energy of maybe not having enough or feeling like you are lacking resources or even lacking money. I feel you moving on from that situation to a calmer period and a calmer time in your life. So expect some news about some kind of work situation or some kind of this could look like receiving more clients for your business. This could look like receiving the job offer that you've always wanted. This could look like receiving the job offer that you've been waiting on communication for months. The advice here from your angels is you are ready. You are ready and improving health. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a financial thing because that's often what the Five of Pentacles talks about. And for those of you who this is not resonating with in a financial sense, I feel like it's being in the energy of taking action to be with people again, to put yourself out there, to collaborate with folks, to have trust in your allies around you. Maybe some of you have felt like out in the cold, abandoned, maybe not having like the resources of people that you usually have. And I feel like you're moving into a more active time of like relationship building and operating in a space of building shared goals with others, whether that's people who you work with or people who you just collaborate with or people who you have friendships with. But I do feel like this will be work for a lot of you. Some of you, though, it will just be a relationship building aspect after feeling like you've been on your own for a really long time. But regardless, Spirit is offering some reassurance here, like you're ready to come out of the cold. You're ready to come out of this space of feeling like you're on your own, doing everything by yourself, probably not having all the resources that you need. That aspect of your life is going to be improving. So that's always great to end a reading with. I kind of liked this reading for you. It feels very raw and very honest. So this is where I'm going to leave you. I hope this resonated with you guys. I would love to hear in the comments how it resonates with you and when you experience these energies. And with that said, thank you for watching.